Hi, I'm Matt Weaver from Waterjet Machinery. I've been in the waterjet business now for 25 years and I get asked a lot of questions. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you through the top 5 questions that I get asked when people are inquiring about abrasive waterjet cutting. So what's the difference between 60,000 psi and 90,000 psi? 90,000 psi is a nice big number, sounds fantastic. But how do you generate 90,000 psi? All waterjet systems work in predominantly the same way in terms of they displace a given amount of water within a given time. So to generate a high pressure, you have to restrict the flow further. Think of it like putting your finger over the end of the hose. The more you restrict that flow of water, the higher the pressure goes. So to generate 90,000 psi, you have to really restrict that flow of water, which means you have to put a very, very small orifice on there to therefore generate that 90,000 psi. Now, what determines how fast the waterjet will cut? A lot of people think it's pressure. Not true. The biggest thing which determines how fast the waterjet will cut is what's called hydraulic horsepower at the nozzle. What determines hydraulic horsepower at the nozzle is the amount of water you can move through that nozzle within a given time. More water means more abrasive means more cutting. Simple mathematics. So, if you restrict that flow of water to generate your 90,000 psi, you're restricting the amount of abrasive you can pull, therefore you're slowing your cut down. So although that number sounds nice and big, it sounds fantastic, and you think, oh, more pressure must mean faster cutting, it does not. What it actually means is slower cutting, because you have to reduce your hydraulic horsepower at the nozzle to achieve the high pressure. So now let's look at 60,000 psi. What does that mean? So most 60,000 psi systems have a much higher hydraulic horsepower at the nozzle setting. This allows you to move more abrasive and cut faster. So don't be fooled by these big numbers. 60,000 psi versus 90,000 psi. It's about the hydraulic horsepower at the nozzle, not about the pressure. So hopefully that's answered some of your questions regarding waterjet cutting. I've been in the industry now for 25 years. Not much I haven't seen in terms of what a waterjet can do or what you could possibly achieve with your waterjet. So if you've got any questions, you want to know how it can help you, you want to have a chat around what it is that you do and see if a waterjet can fit into your application, give me a call. My name's Matt Weaver, I work for Waterjet Machinery.